Shalom. Let's start off by giving all praises and honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Bakakadash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to those for lit that's pushing the truth. Cross focus our true share charity. Alright, it's the brother I'm on one about from the Birmingham Camp, Alabama GMS. Then we'll get this sentence going to about, about the chariots, the so-called UFOs, how the Lord, he's going to return in those vehicles. And those vehicles are going to be in the mist, in the skies, upon the whole world, and mainly in America, which is Babylon the Great in the scriptures. But I don't get into it. This is Zechariah chapter 5 verse 1. Then I turned and lifted up my eyes and looked, and behold, a flying roll. And he said unto me, verse 2, and he said unto me, what seest thou? And I answered, and I see a flying roll. The length thereof is 20 cubits, and the breadth thereof is 10 cubits. So yeah, it's Zechariah, describing, the how the so-called UFO looks like. The chariot, of the Lord. It's a flying roll. It's like a flying roll, and it given the length of was 20 cubits, and the breadth of it was 10 cubits. Again, the give you the size of it. The length and the size of it. So these chariots, so-called UFOs, when the Lord returns, and the angels, these vehicles are going to be huge in the sky when you see it. Especially the one that you have a shot of the Lord going to be on. But next verse, Zechariah 5 and 3. He said unto me, this is the curse that goeth forth over the face of the whole earth. For everyone that stealeth shall be cut off as on the side, as on this side according to it. So yeah, this gonna be the curse that's gonna be over the whole earth of the so-called white man, Esau Edomite's kingdom, man. When they see these chariots, people gonna be afraid, man. The movies they put out, Independence Day, other movie called I watched when I was younger called Mars Attack, the little green man, Esau put that out there. If you see these chariots, what they gonna come out, this is what gonna come out of so-called UFO, gonna be little green man or aliens in Independence Day. But no, what's gonna come out of those chariots? It's gonna be the Lord Yahushua, tall dark skinned man, and the angels is in the chariots are dark skinned beings as well. So, which are Israelites, Negroes, man, Negro Latino natives, man, that gonna be in the ships, man, to come, man. Not gonna be no little green man in those UFOs, so-called UFOs. But reading on, and yeah, it says for everyone that stealeth shall be cut off as on this side according to it. So yeah, so-called white man Esau Edomites have raped, robbed, and murdered about just the whole earth. It stole, especially this land over here in America. They raped, robbed the natives, took this land from the natives. And the Lord's gonna get them for that, man. The Lord's gonna take these devils down when He returns. But reading on Zechariah 5 and 3, and everyone that swears shall be cut off as on that side according to it. So like I say, these, the Lord's gonna bring destruction and chaos to the so-called white man's Esau Edomite's kingdom's world by the chariots, so-called UFOs, man. And there've been a lot of sightings of these UFOs, man. People have been seeing them, and these devils, they see them too, man. These, NASA and stuff like that, they see these chariots, man. And these devils know they ain't got much time, man. Before the Lord returns, and take them down, So it's on Zechariah 5:4. I will bring it forth, except the Lord Yahweh shall host, and it shall enter to the house of the thief, into the house of him that swear falsely by my name. So yeah, it's gonna enter to the house of the thief, so-called, like I said, so-called white man, Edomites, so-called white people, red nation. Ain't nothing but they robbed, let's say they rape robbed, stole, this land America for the natives. They stole everything, took everything that's not really theirs, you know, and they swear falsely by the name of the Lord, not saying, call them whatever, maybe, and these devils, they took the word of the Lord and, turned into to lies and, deception, you know. So the Lord's gonna get these devils for that too, man. Because Scripture says it says why you take this covenant in thy mouth, man. The Lord don't want these devils to have this, this word, in their mouth, man. Trying to teach the word, but the Lord gonna get them for it, man. Gonna get these devils, man, for the lies and the deception, and and all the rape and rob and murder they have done, and destroying the planet Earth as well, man. But reading the rest of Zechariah 5:4, and it shall remain in the midst of his house, it shall consume it with the timber thereof and the stones thereof. So these chariots, so-called UFOs, want to blast those concentrated laser beams from the chariots. They're gonna blast those lasers. It's gonna burn everything up and turn people into powder. So this is what's gonna come, man. This is gonna be the ultimate end game. Once you see these chariots, so-called UFOs in the air, you see the Lord standing in the chariot, seeing them. This is over. It's over completely. It's about to be over. It's just the beginning of the end right now with this situation with the coronavirus and the shutdown of the things here in America, and across the globe. But ultimate end game gonna be when the Lord returns and the so-called UFOs, man, the chariots, man, the chariots of the Lord, And then, like I said, ultimately, the thermonuclear missile is gonna be the icing on the cake to wipe wipe America, Babylon the Great out. So I'm going from now to Wisdom of Solomon 5:1. Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him, and made no count of his labor. So yeah, and who are the righteous man? The righteous men of the Lord. We stand in great boldness, man. Of these devils, man. Telling them that the kingdom go down. Exposing them and reminding them what they have done to the so-called Negro, Latino natives, to the children of the Lord, the children of Israel. And they made no count of of labors. These devils don't make no count of of what the what the men of the Lord do. On highways and byways, and just Jake in general. Negro, Latino natives and all in general, because these devils don't really take consider of what Jake do. They really just, like I say, they'll steal, from you, whatever. They just tell you lies, man. And take what you have. But reading on Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5:2. When they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear, and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation, so far beyond all that they looked for. So yeah, when these people see these chariots, so-called UFOs, they're gonna be in terrible fear, man. They're gonna be amazed when they see the salvation of the elect of the 144,000 men of the so-called Negro, Latino natives, man, of the Israelites, and the 1/3, they're gonna see the salvation. They're gonna see, the elect getting beamed up, and being delivered from the destruction that the Lord Yahweh is going to bring. But reading on Wisdom Solomon chapter 5 and 3, and they repenting and groaning of anguish of spirit shall say within themselves, this was he whom we had sometimes in derision and a proverb of reproach. So yeah, like I said, the men of the Lord on highways and byways, that these people, they take us serious. They gonna take us serious when they see the salvation, when they see our salvation. Lord willing, I'll be part of them. But when they see the elect salvation being delivered, in the chariots, then they're gonna be looking stupid. Reading on Wisdom Solomon chapter 5 and 4. We fools accounted his life madness and his end to be without honor. So like I say, people riding by on the highways and byways, laughing or scoffing us on the comment boards, whatever it may be. They think the men of the Lord is fools. From the apostles, a great millstone, Apostle Hall, Apostle Carl, Apostle Ramlad, Apostle Gabal, on down to the elders, and to the men, now that's teaching the word, they look us as we fools, but not knowing that, we was doing it for a reason, and the reason is to be delivered from the wrath of the Lord Yahweh Shai, But Wisdom chapter 5 and 5. How is he numbered among the children of the Most High? His lot is among the saints. So yeah, man, they're gonna be like, how is this this guy? These guys are numbered amongst the children of the Most High. Which is, like I said, 144,000 the elect, man. They're gonna be wondering, how these guys, these guys right here the whole time that we've been laughing and making fun of and so forth, not taking them serious. That day is gonna come, man. That's the future. What's ahead? The Lord's return. He's gonna return, and hope to be part of the number to be get that deliverance, man, and to avoid the second death and the wrath from the Lord Yahweh Shai by way of fire, man. By way these chariots, these lasers coming out the chariots, but ultimately, like I said, the thermonuclear missile is gonna be the icing on the cake, the fire that really just gonna blaze this place America, off the map. So I ain't gonna make it too long. So again, like our praises, honor, glory to Yahweh Shem Shai, Bashem Kakadash. To the apostles, elders, to the sisters, brothers, to the few aqua sisters that do listen, keep the faith in Yahweh Shai, keep fighting with that. Say shalom.